everyone! This beautiful new vertical A5 weekly 2022 Leuchtturm planner just arrived in the post and I am excited to share it with you. So this is a hardcover and it's in the color Sage, which I believe is new for this year, and I really like it. It's a very pleasant tea green sort of color. As usual, it has the elastic band. This is what it looks like on the side. And this is what it looks like on the back. It has the elastic, and then it has Leuchtturm 1917 blind embossed. And if we open it, we can see that it has the typical 2 bookmarks and the familiar Leuchtturm end page. It also comes with an A to Z address book, or you can also use it for storing passwords, which is what I use mine for. And with some archiving stickers and this writing guideline sheet that has grids on one side and lines on the other side. And I actually found that quite useful when I was doing the pen test. The Leuchtturm A5 planners come in a variety of different layouts. And this is the first time that I've used one of the vertical weekly layouts. So as usual with Leuchtturm planners, it starts with a set of full-page calendars. So as usual with Leuchtturm planners, it starts with a set of full-page calendars, one for the previous year, one for the current year, and then one for the coming year. They have a Monday start, which I really like. Sundays are in bold, and they have this very nice, delicate gray font, all in caps, which I think is really pretty. And then it gives you the week number, which is another feature that I like. Then you get a vertical monthly spread, and that goes over 2 double-page spreads from January to December. And then you get the upcoming year, 2023, which again falls over 2 double-page spreads. And I think that this is a really nice feature because you can use this one for forward planning. So when you're getting close to the end of the year in your planner, you can write dates in the following year. And I think that that is a super convenient feature that I wish more planners had. So as usual, the Sundays are in bold, and then it gives you a bit of a thicker line between each week. And it also gives you the moon phases, which I think is another very nice feature that I like with Leuchtturm planners. The paper is cream. So compared to the Hobonichi weeks, this is what it looks like. I would say it's a little bit closer to white than the weeks paper, but if you compare it to their writing chart, you can see that it is definitely on the cream side. I really like this paper, and I also like the fact that their planners have rounded corners. The next layout is an international holiday spread. So I think that this is another really cool feature that Leuchtturm planners have. You just get this 1 double-page spread that gives you all of the major holidays for a range of different countries. And so you get the months running down this side and then different countries running along the top. And so you can go to the relevant country and check when there are holidays, and then you can write them in the body of the planner if you want to. So it means that the planner can be used in a wide range of countries, but the weekly spreads aren't cluttered up with lots of different holidays. And it's very compact as well because it only runs over a single 2-page spread. Then we get another really cool feature, a project plan for the year in question. So this works really well as a habit tracker, I think, because you get 1 layout per month and you get 5 different slots. So you could write, let's say, 5 different habits, and then you get 1 little box per day. The Sundays are in gray, and it gives you each week number. So you can see this is weeks 1 through 4, and then it goes on throughout the whole year up to 52. So if you wanted to track like 5 different habits every day, you could do that. And I think that this is just a really nice compact way of giving you that option. You could also use it for goal tracking, like monitoring how far along on a goal you are, or monitoring a particular project at work or at home, which is what the name suggests. But I think that there are just a lot of different possibilities for this layout. And again, I like the fact that it's very compact and all contained just within a single 2-page spread, because that means that if it's not useful to you, it doesn't take up a whole bunch of space in the planner. But if it is useful, it's very easy to find because you can just put a tab on this one page and then easily get to it wherever you are in the year. And then we go straight into the weekly spreads. So something else that I like about this planner is the fact that it just has these few simple layouts at the front, which I think are really functional and very versatile. And then it goes right into the weeklies. So if you want a monthly layout, then this isn't the planner for you. But if you don't need a monthly layout, and a lot of times I don't need one because, as you know, I've got lots of different planners. So for many different purposes, I only need one basic layout. And in this case, if it's a weekly layout, then I really don't mind the fact that there isn't a monthly. And actually, it saves me feeling guilty about having wasted space. So this is what the weekly layout looks like. A huge, huge selling point of this planner for me is the fact that it doesn't give you shared weekends. I hate shared weekends. They are a deal breaker for me. And I am so happy that this planner gives you the same amount of space for every day of the week, including Saturday and Sunday. So you can see here, it started on the 27th of December, which is the first week that a day of January fell in. And it's a Monday start, and it gives you the moon phases, which I think is a really nice touch, just like at the beginning in that initial spread. And that's all it gives you. So other than that, it's very clean, very minimalist, and I really like the aesthetic. I think it's just calm and peaceful, and if you want to decorate it, you can because it's so neutral. But if you don't want to decorate it, it looks nice and sleek, and it has an aesthetic of its own. So everything is in caps, which I also really like. I like the font that they use. It's some kind of a sans serif font, and I think it looks really elegant. And you have the dates in bold, and then you have the whole weekday spelled out. And then you have a notes column on the right. Now, the notes column is blank. It doesn't have any grids or lines, but the lines show through from the next page. So this is 80 GSM paper, which is relatively thin, but it's very good paper quality. So I did a pen test with all kinds of different fountain pens, including a bold. Most of the rest of them are medium. And look at this. La! It's beautiful. So obviously there's ghosting, but there's absolutely no bleed through, even with the bold. So I'm really happy with how well this stood up, because it means that I can just use any fountain pens that I like and not have to worry about it. So basically what I am planning to do with this is to use this for shopping lists, and I'll use the lines that show through from the next page to serve as a guide. In terms of weekly column size, each column seems to me pretty similar to what you get in a cousin. And in terms of space on each line, you can see that each hour gets a line. And I would say that the space per line is about equivalent to 2 lines worth of Hobonichi grid in the cousin. So even though the half hours aren't labeled, you could divide this, if you have the same size writing as what you would use in a cousin, you could split this into 2 half-hour slots, and you could have 1 half hour at the top and another half hour at the bottom if you needed to delineate them. But I have the feeling that because this is blank, probably my handwriting would just expand to fill it, so I would end up just using this as like one thing per box. But technically speaking, it does have roughly the same amount of room as 2 lines of Hobonichi grid. It gives you some blank space at the top here. So the hourly spread runs from 7 in the morning until 10 o'clock at night. So I would prefer an hourly spread that ran a bit later because I'm a night owl, but I think a 10 o'clock close is pretty common, apart from the Jibun Techo and the Hobonichi and the Kinbo planners. And then you get this substantial notes space here where you can write things like meal planning or to-dos for the day or a combination of the two. So it covers about 1/3 of the spread, I'd say. So it's a good chunk of blank space that you can use for whatever you want. Again, this doesn't have grids or lines, so you can either use this page to help you, or you can just make free notes here. Then on the bottom right of the spread, you get 2 monthly calendars, the current month and the upcoming month, and then it will mark out the current week like this, and you also get the week numbers, which I think again is a nice touch. You can also see that the week numbers are labeled at the bottom left and the bottom right. And then it gives you the month on the top left and the top right. And so this is how the planner continues. It only labels the moon phases as you go through. And like I said, you can add in holidays from that chart at the beginning if you want to. And because there are no monthly pages, this is completely uninterrupted. So it just carries on like that until we get to the end of December 2022. And it gives you that extra week that doubles with the following year. So if you were to buy the 2023 version of this planner, it would have the same spread in it. So you get the last week of December and the very beginning of January. And then it goes straight into blank pages. You get 10 full sheets of blank note pages, plus this other one that's on the back of the last weekly spread. And again, because there is nothing on these pages, this could be quite helpful. Then you get this thicker end page with the Leuchtturm logo on it, and then another one here, and then you get the traditional gusseted pocket. And I've used these before in other Leuchtturm planners, and they do hold up really well. I've used them for the whole year without any problem keeping stickers and notes and receipts in them. And there you have it. So I think that this planner is pretty much perfect as a very beautiful, streamlined, vertical weekly layout. The one thing that I wish that they would add to their lineup is a softcover version, because this layout only comes in hardcover, and I really like the softbound Leuchtturm. So I hope you enjoyed this. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!